Some of the Southeastern kids I'll kind of recognize, but good evening, tournament, the 2021 edition. Not ready yet to turn the page to 2022. Welcome in tonight. I am Greg Phelps doing boys duty. I usually do the girls games, doing boys duty tonight. Joined by Kenny Suter, also helping it out. Miles on the camera this evening. And we've got a pretty darn good one here tonight, Kenny. Bushnell and Southeastern both playing really, really well in this tournament. Southeastern, of course, without the services of Danny Stevens, and will be without him for a couple of more weeks. Bushnell has really seemed to kind of put it together in this tournament, Kenny. Been some ups and downs for the Spartans, but putting it together at this midpoint of the season.
They're really starting to play right when they need to be playing at the top of their game here now that we're in the championship game, of course, against the Suns. Would like to see Bushnell come out with a win here. Looks like we might be getting some internet issues right after Dwayne asked if we had internet issues, but it's fluctuating, and it says we're back to good, so we'll have to watch that. Anybody, if you out there have an issue, we always have our chat open. We'd love to see you guys talking to our chat. If you do have any issues with buffering or a little bit of quality going down, we'd love to hear you. We have a little button that says when things happen or not, but sometimes it tells us when it's not happening, when it happens. So anytime you see something, just feel free to say it in the chat. Talk to us in the chat. We'd like to see anyone talking. We know that especially the Sons of the Southeastern variety, as Dwayne might say, really have been good with chat throughout this tournament, and we'd love to see more and more of you talk. BPC last night had some great ones as well.
Yeah, and want to say hi to all the Suns fans. I've been away for a while from that. Haven't seen me for a while, but glad to see all of you here, of course, back from the old radio days. And really, you've got to, talk about both these two schools, long-time traditions at both. And with the Southeastern Suns really, really picking it up when, proving they're not just Danny Stevens. And that's, that may be kind of the reputation, fairly or unfairly, that they've gotten. But they're proving that it's not only Ramsey Fry really picking up his play. I know you said Eli Leisman for all our West Prairie fans, from the football team, really has stepped it up as well. So, proving that once they get Danny back, man, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with. And Bushnell, depending how things break out. Bushnell normally a 2A school, Southeastern a 1A. Both these two sets of men, young men, can be bracket wreckers out there.
Especially if this Bushnell team puts it all together right at the end of the year when they really need to. They've gotten better throughout, and they're just getting better and better as we get ready for the championship game, the national anthems, and starting lineups right after this.
And, of course, we'll make things official here tonight. We'll see whether they do lineups first. Usually they do national anthem. Yep, there we go. I know I mentioned it on Facebook tonight, folks, but actually tonight, the first time in 4 years I've been at a holiday tournament since WCAZ shut down several years ago. So happy to be here with you tonight. And the starting lineup tonight for the Southeastern Suns in the blue uniforms with the gold across the front of those and down the side panels. They will have a lineup of Eli Leisman, Owen Rigg, Ramsey Fry, Kyle O'Neill, and Josh Kaltenbach. Their head coach is Brett Ufkus.
And for the home team on the scoreboard.
And now the Bushnell Prairie City Spartans, who will be the home team on the scoreboard here tonight. Jalen Conley, one of the starters here this evening. Also Carter Alleman.
Number 23,
Dalton Horwittle.
Number 24, Sam Hensley.
And Sam Hensley.
And number 35, Makai West.
I got to give you credit, Kenny. You called it right down the line, Makai West.
And the Bushnell people who were watching yesterday will know that both Conley and Horwittle both scored 20 points in last game. They're going to try and do that again. This pregame show has been brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory as we get ready for the championship match here at this Missouri Valley Invitational Tournament. The Southeastern Suns versus the BPC Spartans.
And it'll be Leisman and Alleman jumping up, tip his control. Going to be bouncer over to Fry, who will bring it across half court. Man on man locked on. Conley out there. Low 1-4 set for the Suns. They bounce it over to Leisman. Now working it on the top to O'Neill. Get back to Fry. He'll dump down low. Kaltenbach with a cut. And in and good. The Suns strike first here. Conley is going to bring it across the timeline. Suns lock in on man, double high post set for the Spartans. Working it over for West. Now down in the corner. Couple of bounces. Alleman will bounce it back out. And Horwittle will drive down, work it out to Conley. Hold on. He faked the spiking line three, pulls back. Step back three. Ring it up for Jalen Conley, and it's a 3-2 Spartan lead. 7:10 clock rolling here in the first quarter. And
Conley definitely can hit those threes. We saw last game and a couple of games before. Really has that nice shooting stroke.
Fry lobbing underneath. Beautiful load to O'Neill, but he's amongst the trees. We'll back it out to Kaltenbach. Now catches Fry on a backdoor cut. He'll shoot and kind of shoved it up over the front of the rim and made it court three. And this is, you see kind of the double stack set up top. The post screen. Southeastern doing a good job sniffing that out. Owen Rigg doing a little chase, and Horwittle puts it up though and puts it in and good. 5-4.
Horwittle really athletic, always goes high on the glass and really goes hard with every single shot he does.
Screen by Leisman. Fry spots up. Nobody picked him up. Three is no good. Rebound tip. Horwittle will pull it out of there. And out will come the Spartans, and maybe a little too quick. Threw it away there, so it'll come back over to Southeastern. And they will walk it up here. Fry bring it across half court as we tick down under the 6-minute mark in the first quarter. 5-4. Lead for the Spartans. O'Neill holds it near side. Kind of tried to load it in there, and that one, Leisman able to bat it back out to Rigg. It goes to Kaltenbach in the corner. Couple of dribbles, has it swatted away. Horwittle chasing it, nearly got it back, now to Fry. Conley having to recover in a hurry. To O'Neill, who'll fake, go in, lose the handle on it. Scooped up there by Alleman. And the Spartans will work it up, trying to extend their lead here. And Kenny, they've been both teams have been fairly patient here so far. Horwittle in the far corner, drives in, shoots shot off glass, gets it to go and good. Playing through the contact and makes the lead 7-4. Fry out top here, and you see the Suns run this low 1-4 set for quite a while. Now they pop it up on the wings. Fry breaking down the defense, tried the reverse, no good. Horwittle the rebound. Off to Conley. Conley looking to push the throttle a little, fake the three, bounces down low, works it for Hensley. Hensley cross-courts it. And they're kind of looking inside. Find Hensley again. He'll hold at the free throw line. Bring to Conley, and they'll back it back out.
Spartans being more methodical in their play style. That really blends well with their abilities as Horwittle puts up the shot. Missed rebound by Carter Allman. He's going to get fouled. Ooh.
Nope.
Will be a jump ball.
And it will stay here with the Spartans. Southeastern giving up quite a bit of size. Well, I guess in some, as Horwittle looks to bring it in, looking at Conley. Nope, trying to load it in, or to bring it away, and Ramsey Fry will come out of there with it. Bring it across half-court stripe. Spartans staying with that man-on-man. As Fry working down here, and Southeastern very patient. As Horwittle jumped at Fry, works it over for O'Neal, down for Rigg. Rigg watching Hensley, and West tried to wrap around and get it. Rigg pulls it. And down in the corner for Leisman. Southeastern very patient here, wheeling around. Looks like a stall, but it's really not. It's an attacking offense. As Rigg tried to wheel his way in, West picks his pocket. West driving in as Colton Bach comes through. And foul called.
Foul number 32.
Kyle O'Neal gets his first, team first. Two shots coming up for, will not be two shots.
Oh, and we've got the masked timeout. So with 3:52 left to go in this first quarter, 7-4 lead now for Bushnell Prairie City. Let's take this timeout on TSSR Game Time Live.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Back here at Unity High School, 3:52 left to go in the first quarter, 7-4 lead for Bushnell Prairie City. King Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell and Macomb supports Bushnell Prairie City Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MY-DC-6932. Also perform DOT CDL physicals for just $85. Spartans work it in. Horwittle, three ball, corner pocket. And it is a 6-point lead here for the Spartans. As Southeastern comes back the other way, they go into a high double post set. As Fry dribbling on the near side, got away from everybody. And Kenny, a miscommunication on the part of the Spartans.
They let up that baseline, and Fry's a player that he is so quick that if you give him an inch, he's going to take a mile.
Conley over the timeline now, looking down to the corner to Horwittle. He'll hold on to it, far side wing, waiting for a Hensley screen. Now dips, Rigg giving him chase, into the lane he goes, hops, puts it up, won't go. Allman tips it. That's Leisman that's going to tear it away. And the Suns come back the other way, looking to chip into this 4-point deficit. O'Neal fakes an near side three, back to Fry. Fry driving in. Free throw line jumper is good. 10-8, 2-point advantage for Bushnell Prairie City. And I saw Ramsey's grandfather do that quite a bit back in the day. Bring it out to Horwittle. Horwittle will dribble out top of the key, fire it over to West. West looking at it, a posting Hensley, couldn't get him, and Horwittle will bring it back out. Backing down in half court, waiting for a Hensley screen, comes down the far side. In trouble, and now working to Conley. 2:25, clock still rolling here. As Conley, nice shake as Leeson picks it up, dribble on the baseline, goes up, and that one kind of offside the backward. Hensley, the rebound, puts it up, no good. And we've got a tie-up. Conley still down. I'm not sure whether he fell on his elbow, Kenny, or...
Looks like he was favoring a little bit, but he is up and walking.
Garrett Walker will check in. Also checking in for the Suns, Carter Hitz. Fry across half court now. Looks at Walker go through, gives it over to Hitz. Hitz, couple of dribbles, watching Leisman fly through. Passes to Rigg, who wheels it around in the corner to Fry, and then once again, Spartans got lucky there as a pile up for it, and then Hensley finally coming away. Fry missed the wide open three, but you can't lose him on defense like that, Kenny.
That was a lucky break by the Spartans. Really got to lock it in a little bit more defensively, and Conley loses that one. Stolen by Fry. It's going to be a pile up. Horwittle will get it, and they'll say it was out on Horwittle. Fry went right into the bench. Bittner comes in for the Spartans.
Spartans getting a little more size there.
Bittner looking to have a better day than he did yesterday. Only had about 4 points and 4 quick fouls.
Fry driving in, kicks out to Leisman. Leisman bouncing in the lane to Hitz. Hitz out to Rigg. Back over to Leisman. Leisman, 17-footer. As they would say in the NBA, the dreaded long two. And the Spartans reclaim the rebound. They bring it out in the hands of Horwittle. Under a minute we go here. First quarter, 10-8 lead for the Spartans. West now to Hensley. Hensley at the free throw line. Wanted the backdoor cut. No, couple of dribbles. Horwittle fought three, kind of tries Euro stepping through and airballs it. Allman says, got your back, partner. And Hensley brings it in, spinning, trying the up and under. Couldn't go to West. West drives down the far side. Traveled with it. And I tell you, we're seeing these two teams lock on defensively. Been a very impressive defensive first quarter.
It's pretty much the opposite of the Unity game that Bushnell got through yesterday. Very fast-paced between both teams. However, it's helping them in the turnover numbers. They're not losing the ball as much as they did, especially in the past couple of weeks at this point. They're really doing better that way as Leisman looks to drive.
To Hitz. Hitz up top for Fry. Fry in the lane. Los Angeles will stay with Southeastern.
25 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. 10-8 still your score as Conley's going to come back in, this time taking out Horwittle.
Nope.
Never mind, it'll be on.
The old fake substitution play. There we go. Lob in to Fry. He'll dribble, pull it up, comes to Leisman. Leisman with 20 seconds left. He'll shoot that one off the mark, and it's pulled down by Horwittle. He'll come out of there. Give it off to Conley. We'll see Spartans probably going to work for one here. As they come across, double low stack set. Bittner hangs on to it. In the lane comes to Hensley. Hensley, couple of dribbles. Can't get too in love with the dribble there. Kind of sidesteps a shot to Fry. Fry's got 1 second left, gets to half court. And that one almost took out the WGEM cameraman. As that'll make it at the end of one quarter play. 10-8 lead in favor of the Bushel Prairie City Spartans here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business bank as well as home and agricultural lending in its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. Bushnell's only furniture store, M&B Furniture, is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your home or replenish an old one, stop by and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at mnbfurniturinc.com. You can also call 772-2111. The Spartans open the second quarter with the basketball. It is Hensley, Bittner, also Conley, and also joining them out there is Stone King. Shot is no good from Conley, tipped out of bounds. And Kenny is, I see, making a Mr. Scribbly. That happens at times. Orwiddle looking to bring it in under the basket. Bounces in Hensley, and we've got a reach in on O'Neill. That will be on the Suns. That will be their second.
Foul number 32, Kyle O'Neill. His second, team second.
Only 2 fouls so far, and both of them him. So pretty good game so far when it comes to the fouling area. Bittner inside. He's going to put one up. That's going to be way low.
Just a bit outside. 10-8 lead here, 2-point lead for the Spartans. Leisman with it on the far wing to Rigg. He'll wheel in, and again, it looks like a stall, but it's not, as they kind of run this wheel, kind of a motion-style offense. Now to Walker, Leisman in the corner to Rigg. Up top for Fry. Fry drives in, and he'll get a reach in.
Garrett Walker using that motion, had an open lane. They just couldn't really look in as Hensley gets his first foul. Excuse me, they will call Horwittle on that one.
And box offensive set. Now look at our screen. They get to Fry, wide open from 3, no good, a little flat. And the rebound pulled out of there by Stone King. Stone King gonna back it out. Fires it over for Conley. Conley waits and holds. Dribbles toward the lane, scoops it up and in. Kind of able to slide past Walker and put it up and in.
First points in a long time, over 3 minutes between these teams. Very even defensively.
12-8 lead for the Spartans. Leisman will shoot the turnaround, put it in and good. And it is at 12-10. Very close game here, 6.5-minute mark here of this second quarter. Conley across the timeline, looking to get a pick from Bittner. Nearly lost it, got it back as O'Neill picked him up. Will pull up for the 3, top of the key. It is no good, and the rebound snapped up by Southeastern's Fry. Fry racing ahead of people in the lane, goes up, bumped. Nope, they're going to say on the floor. That's on Conley, that's his first.
Team second.
Kaltenbach will check back in. He'll replace O'Neill. O'Neill's got the 2 personals. Rigg looking to bring it in. Wanted Walker, wanted Fry. Nope, comes to Leisman. Leisman near side, working on Hensley. And he'll bounce it out for Kaltenbach, swinging it over to Fry. Fry looks, couple of dribbles. Hands off to Rigg. Rigg pounds it a few times. 16-footer is good. And we are tied for the first time in a while, I believe, 4-4.
I believe so.
12 tie now, 5:45, clock rolling, second quarter. Conley dribbles down, trying to get set up a screen from Hensley, picks up his dribble. Out to Horwittle. Horwittle down the near side. He'll pull up the long 3, rattles it home, and the Spartans reclaim the lead at 15-12.
Took advantage of Rigg kind of losing his footing there as he fell down right in front of him. Nails that 3.
Walker in the corner. Couple of bounces, whips it out to Leisman. Leisman on the chart, 14-footer, tries to go down, rattle out. Bittner the rebound, and the Spartans come back the other way. Out for Conley. Conley quickly over to Bittner. Bittner fake. Wanted to drive on Fry, nearly had it picked. Got it back. Bounces, they have it near half court.
Got to get out of it. Snyder has to call a timeout. He took that one dribble and picked it up, and Dwayne harps on it a lot, but he sees that way too much, especially now in this high school game, where in a lot of it's open shots, 3-point points are even better. People take one dribble, look up, and they can't find anybody, and it's just keep on dribbling.
Well, and I can tell you as a 5th and 6th grade coach, nothing frustrates me more and gets the whistle blown any quicker than one dribble and song. It's like, what are you doing now, kid? You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. You made it easy on the defense, and that's, one of those things you explain to them early on. Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking can take your product down the road near or far and also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. Second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41, South Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as the best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 18, 19, and 20. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. And the Spartans will have it here. I was going to mention, good to see Austin Stone King out there. He grew up around Colchester and up in the Bushnell area now. Always used to see him with a basketball stuck to his hands. As he dribbles on the sideline, puts it up off glass, and the floater is good.
Austin Stone King for 2.
Inbounds will come back to Fry as Fry brings across 17-12. I believe about the largest lead that Bushnell Prairie City has had. They bring it out to Fry as he watches Rigg cut through from the corner. And now they wing it to Walker. Walker, far side wing, bounces to Ramsey. Ramsey, shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Conley, nice tip. Over to Stone King. And he'll dribble it up, out to Conley, who hands it to Horwittle. And they set the double screens out top. Bittner gives it this time, couldn't get the pick and roll. And wheels it over to Stone King. Stone King fakes, drives baseline, spin, shoots, shot won't go, and the rebound, Ramsey Fry down with it.
That was a bad shot there as he was completely off balance and threw it up.
One of those that look good on paper, but not so good in execution. Walker out with it to Fry. Cross to Kaltenbach, he fakes a 3. Looking underneath, comes back out to Fry. 3:40 left to go in the half, 17-12 Spartan lead. Walker down to Leisman. Leisman looking for a lane, can't find it. To Fry, Fry fakes, drives in, layup is no good. Leisman tried to pick him up, and Hensley able to corral it.
Spartans are going to have to, slow it down. They're starting to leave their feet a lot more than they did in that first quarter, and defensively, that is not what you want, especially against a quick team like the Southeastern Suns.
Got to be disciplined when you're out there. Stone King holds far side, gets a pick from Hensley. Bounces to him, bobbled it a little bit, got it back. Kind of picked away from behind. Southeastern kind of volleyballing it up between 3 of them. They do that at Southeastern. Fry up to Rigg, down the corner, Leisman. And Southeastern's going to have to find some points from somewhere other than Fry. As Kaltenbach holds it on the far side wing, nearly had it picked. And hits, and O'Neill will check back in. We'll have a full timeout. 2:46 left to go here in this first half, 17-12. Bushnell Prairie City leads it over Southeastern right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop. Because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2021. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video phone server, and camera systems in McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. Some of the fine sponsors that sponsor us here, if you'd like to be a part of TSSR Game Time Live, very easy to do so. Look up Dwayne Hewlett. You can even look me up, Greg Phelps, on Facebook. I'll gladly hook you up with Dwayne. Fry with the inbounds there, kicking out to Rigg. He'll spot 3. It is good. Big bucket for Southeastern, Kenny.
That's the shot in the arm they needed as they finally get some offensive momentum. Hadn't scored in a good long while.
Stone King with it now, dribbling out top. Gonna come back, kicks it over for Conley. Conley waits, looks in for Bittner. Drives, gets a screen. Fry sticking right to him like glue. Fires it in the lane, tried to get it to Bittner. West picks it up out to Conley. He'll fake 3. Now tries the James Harden-esque step back, missed it. I believe Fry got a piece of that.
Looked like it.
And now they bring it up to Hitz. Hitz wheels it out of there, gives a look inside, then goes to Rigg, swinging far side O'Neill. Tried to bounce to Leisman, and Stone King had it for a second, kicked it out of bounds. 17-15 lead for the Spartans, led most of the way. Minute 47 left to go in this first half. Hits, bounces out for O'Neal. O'Neal looking to drive on Bittner. Conley jumps at him, gives the double. Tried to bounce it out. Horwittle with a nice steal. Good court awareness there as he switched over. As Horwittle kicking out to Stone King. He'll drive, wing it over to Horwittle on the other side. On the near side, he'll fake, double clutch it out to Bittner. One of those where he got up in the air and like, oops. Bittner down, and he'll be fouled. No shot, they're going to stay on the ground. And it will be whistled on hits. That'll be his first. Hensley in, Conley out for the Spartans, and Kaltenbach in replacing O'Neal. And he's rode a long time with those 2 fouls. Done a good job. As a box offensive set for the Spartans, Horwittle wanted Hensley. Comes out to Stone King. He'll dribble. Wheel it out top. Kick it over for Bittner. Bittner comes over for Horwittle. Drive, come to a jump stop out to Stone King, shoots it. And that was another one, I believe one of Southeastern's guys got a hold of it. Fry gets it after Hensley tried to bring him bounds. And they're going to whistle Stone King for the personal.
That will be his first, team third. And Stone King just really wasn't in any position to do much of anything. He was off balance as Fry went into him. Couldn't get away at the same moment. 52 seconds remaining.
We'll see if the Southeastern Suns try to work it. Brett Efkus, their head coach. Hits in the far corner, couple of fakes. Kicks it out to Fry, over to Rigg. Rigg, back over to Fry. Cross courts it to Kaltenbach, in the lane to Fry. He'll wheel it to the near side corner. Dribble drive, kicks it over for Kaltenbach. Cross courts for Rigg. As they work it around, and I'm guessing my deduction was right. They are going to try to take it. Well, never mind.
He got fouled. Stone King just touched his hand right at the end.
And that one of those I get, just as I said they were going to work it down, then Fry takes the shot. That's the way it goes as a broadcaster. That is the second on Stone King. Alleman is up. I would assume he'll come in. Fry at the free throw line.
And that was a good contest by Stone King, but the one problem he had when he went for that block is he followed through completely. If he would have just held that hand straight up, as they teach you to block a shot, that would have been a perfect contest.
Well, and most coaches would rather have, unless you're like 8 inches taller than the guy that you're trying to block, they would prefer you just go for the contest. And the free throw missed, and Leisman with the rebound right in between Hensley and West.
Makai West is going to get wrapped up inside and get the foul. That will be the team 5th, his first.
So Southeastern possession, importantly for the Suns. They bring it out to Fry. He'll hold here in the lane to Leisman. Leisman squares himself, puts it up, missed it. And the rebound fought for, hits, popped it out, and then lost it out of bounds.
12 seconds remaining here in this first half as Spartans have the ball. They are up 1.
And the big thing, 17-16. And the biggest thing they don't want to do here is throw up something quick. Horwittle down the far side. So we count down to 4 seconds left. West shifted his pivot feet. You could tell he was trying to get ready for the drive and shifted those feet.
That's the second time he's traveled just like that, getting ready for that drive. So they've got 3 seconds remaining.
Fry with it.
Don't foul.
Shoots the 3, no good at the end of the first half of play. We got a good one. 17-16, the Spartans lead it here by 1 over Southeastern at the half. We'll take this commercial timeout. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance
in the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back to halftime here at the BPC Spartan versus Southeastern Suns game for the championship of the Mississippi Valley Invitational Tournament here in Mendon Unity. So far, stats for the Spartans. Lead scorer tonight so far, Dalton Horwittle with 10, followed by Jalen Conley with 5, and Austin Stoneking with 2. For the Suns, 7 for Ramsey Fry. Owen Rigg has 5, 2 for Josh Kaltenbach, and 2 for Eli Leisman. As we get ready for the second half, I'd like to thank everybody who is watching in the chat, and especially those who go into the chat and talk a little bit, as we have many fans already, and most of them from Southeastern. As Dwayne wanted me to mention for all of you here, would you guys want us to follow a little bit more and do some more Southeastern games? As you know, we've had such fan support already for the couple of games we've had for the volleyball games that we did during the playoff run. You know, if we have time and advertising support available, we could actually get down there a little bit more. That's just one thing for us, you know.
Got to have the money. Got to follow the money tree, and yeah, there's an easy way to hook up with this, and you know, Dwayne does a good job. You do a good job, Kenny. You guys do more of the technical stuff than I do. I just talk a lot. That's pretty much all I've ever done, but. You know, Dwayne does a fantastic job, and the visual productions and all that. Yeah, Southeastern fans, let us know. I mean, those are the things. A lot of you may see me more. You may say something. I'll be glad to pass the message on to Dwayne. We love, love hearing from you. Tell us where you're listening to us from. You know, and this is fun. This is one of the best things. I mean, that's one of the reasons Dwayne brought me back into it after a semi-retirement, a forced retirement, I guess you could call it. And you know, it's been fun. It's been fun doing this again and being around high school sports. A lot of it is I follow my kids. That's why I do the girls basketball a lot. But it's a lot of fun, and we'd love to do more of it throughout the area. Going to need some technical help.
That is one of the main things, is trying to find help to help do these games. And I mean, if you have any experience doing broadcast stuff like this, get in touch with Dwayne. He'd definitely be able to love to get the help, because that's one of the main reasons why me and Miles over here take trips every other day, it seems like, to every game that we do.
Well, and that's like I was shoving pizza in my face last night, and I got a text from Dwayne said, "Hey, would you happen to be busy tonight?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, I'd come down and help things out." So I don't mind coming down, especially coming down to a tournament like this. Funny enough, this was not one of the tournaments we covered back in the old days at WCAZ. This was not one of the ones we did a lot of games from. We worked at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament, the Beardstown Lady Tiger Holiday Classic, but this is a very well-run tournament down here. I've got to say that. I love the job that Frank Cash does. I can't say enough about him. You know, this MVIT tournament's been going on 20 years, been, you know, a great tournament all the way along. And, you know, it is a happy thing to do. Holiday basketball on the high school level is fun.
You know, it's also fun from a former player perspective of coming here and playing in the tournament and then doing stats later on when I realized basketball was not my forte. And coming here and being able to sit up here instead of down there with the brand new bleachers that Unity has, and thank you, Lord, for the brand new bleachers.
Yeah, that was the first thing I said to, funny enough, I said to Kenny when we came in. Back in the radio days, I had to have the equipment sitting beside me, and the bleachers had big gaps in them, and I always waited for something to go falling down through those. And you can ask Kenny, I was overjoyed to see a different set of bleachers. These are the style most schools use now. A fantastic junior high gym. Ironically enough, I had been here last week with my son in the 7th and 8th grade West Prairie Cyclones. So, you know, it's really nice what they've done down here at Unity. Keith Carruthers, somebody I used to talk to a lot, enjoy his style of coaching. A good school down here. You know, a lot of these area schools. And I'm glad to see the quality of basketball go up, not to, you know, downgrade anybody, but I know the last few years in this area, basketball has been a struggle. It has not been at the quality that we were used to in, say, the 90s, early 2000s, or early aughts, I guess as the kids would call it.
No kids call it aughts. I don't know.
Okay, well, I don't know where I got that from, but maybe us old people do. But, you know, it's nice to see Bushnell on the way back up. It's nice to see Southeastern with a strong squad. It's nice to see a strong Unity squad. Grigsville Perry looked pretty good in the game we watched, the 3rd and 4th place game. It's really nice to see the area kind of peak back up. I know Illini West is doing fairly well. Liberty's state ranked. So, I mean, there's some really good teams around the area, and that's awesome to see.
So far for the Mississippi Valley Invitational Tournament, as we've getting close to finishing out the bracket, it'll look like 8th place will go to Pleasant Hill, 7th for West Prairie, 6th place, excuse me, 6th place will go right now to Western. 5th would go to Rushville Industry. That game is going on right now in the 3rd quarter. However, Rushville Industry is up by 20. 4th place will go to Grigsville Perry. 3rd for Unity. And then right now, 2nd and 1st, that's what we're playing for right now. As we love to see people in our chat, and we've got a pretty good chat so far, as we've got multiple people from Washington State, Betty Fry and Dana Smith watching the Suns from Washington State. Jerry Walter watching from Prairie City. He's been into the chat multiple times watching basketball, football, pretty much whatever we put on there. Also,
and funny enough, not to tout my own history, but I did work at WLMD back in the day. So, I mean, a lot of these names haven't changed much. That's the funny thing between these schools. A lot of them, you know, a lot of these names haven't changed.
Well, Cindy Ramsey wants you to know that it's great to hear you announcing again, Greg.
Well, thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that.
And before we get back out there, Beverly Hellier wants to say a special shout-out to her grandson, Eli Leisman, who I had the great pleasure of getting to call all the West Prairie football games, and over half the team played football for the West Prairie Southeastern Suns co-op there. As out on the court right now, Eli Leisman and Owen Rigg both were out there. Ramsey Fry, Kyle O'Neill, and Josh Kaltenbach for the Suns.
And let's give you the starting lineup for the Spartans as well. It is Conley, West, Alleman, Hensley, and Horbital. As Kyle O'Neill holds, he'll look. Gives it out for Kaltenbach. Waits, looks at Fry, gets on a backdoor cut. Beauty of a play, up and in and good. And it is 18-17. A 1-point Southeastern lead, and if I am correct, their first lead tonight.
Indeed. And Carter Allman did a great job of defending that play. Fry able to get around him, but didn't go down, stood completely straight up, no fouls, and that's definitely what's helped both these teams is the fouling has been way down.
Hensley with it on the near side, kicks it back for Horwittle. He's going to set up a pick. Nice switch there by Rigg and Kaltenbach, and now Rigg with a steal, and Fry out with it. Looking to build on their lead, 7-minute mark of the third quarter. Yes, nice move by Fry again, and Conley just took his eye off him, Kenny, for a millisecond, and Fry was right past him.
That's milliseconds all you need with a powerhouse guard like that.
As West holds it on the outside, waits for Hensley, up top to Conley. And I'm not sure because I don't keep those kind of stats. It's been a good scoring run here for the Suns. Bushnell needs to get a basket. Conley thought the setback three, pulls it, and we've got an offensive foul. Conley kind of stuck his hip and leg out as they were trying to go around.
That is his second team first of the half as Conley's going to take a break. Bittner comes back in, and just like you said, this is an 8-0 run for the Suns as they were down 17-12 at one point.
And glad you can do the math, Kenny, because I sure can't. 20-17, 6:25 left to go in the third. Fry dribbling out top, works it for Rigg. Rigg ducks in, goes up, and offensive foul. That one's a pretty easy one. As Owen Rigg, you can tell, not happy with himself, came into Alleman and give Alleman a lot of credit for taking that charge. Also wanted to say a shout out to my good old buddy, Mr. Keith Yex. You see him there on the baseline for the Hancock County Journal-Pilot. IBCA Hall of Famer 2022, Mr. Keith Yex. As they bring it out to West to the Spartans, up top to Bittner. And dribbles down. Leisman with a nice switch. Bittner looking to find lane. Kicks out for Horwittle. And we're going to have to see how they adjust without a Conley in there. West near side looks at kind of a herd of Spartans in the middle. And ball picked away. Rigg with the tip away. Fry dribbling out on Bittner out top. Looking at Leisman. Now gives it to him in the corner. He'll drive on Alleman. In the lane he goes.
He's going to travel.
Yep. His nice job. I believe it was Horwittle or Hensley.
It was Horwittle to get that tip just to get him off his guard to travel.
5.5 minute mark. Clock rolling here, third quarter. Horwittle they tried to set up that double post. Now kind of ducking down screens as Bittner wobbling through. Horwittle out top for Hensley. Back to Bittner.
That's happened a couple times where we've had two Spartans right next to each other. It's going to be a lob in for Mackay, and he can't get a hold of it, and he'll get fouled on the way up. 2 shots coming up for Mackay West.
And it is on O'Neal. That's number 3 on him.
That is his third, yes. But Spartan's doing a good job of moving around, but sometimes you got to be a little bit aware of where you're going to as Bittner and Horwittle will get lodged up right there on the top of the wing.
West will try to end a long Southeastern scoring run. Gets that one to wallow its way into the basket. And now we'll set for the second. On the way, got it. 20-19, back to a 1-point lead for Southeastern now. 3 has been their biggest. Fry out top with it, looking around. As Bittner, somebody with a little more size on him now. To Leisman. Leisman bouncing out to Kaltenbach. Did a nice job coming to the pass.
Almost reached there by Horwittle as he tries to get around.
Spartans doing a good job, and they got it that time. West coming up. Spartans have played some really, really good defense. And Horwittle, he'll spot the 3. Yes, and it counts. Drop it in. It is 22-20.
13 for Horwittle as he's really taken over offensively for the Spartans team.
And Fry nearly had his pocket picked. Length of Bittner bothering him a little bit. They loop it to Leisman, far corner. Everybody ducking through, kind of wheeling around. Over to Rigg, pass down for Fry. Gives a look, kick out for O'Neal. O'Neal to Fry. Fry down for Leisman, gives on the backdoor cut, and Fry up and in and good as Hensley kind of went head over heels.
Ties this one up at 22 with 4 minutes remaining.
Comes out to Bittner. Bittner looking to work on Rigg, trying to get it into Hensley.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And those are those mental mistakes that just drive coaches absolutely nuts, Kenny. It's just, not being aware of the situation. We've got a massive timeout. 3:53 left to go here in the third quarter. We'll step aside on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
Helps me reach peak performance. In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All of this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you're age 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville.
I'd like to give a shout out to Carrie from Bowen, John Martin from Norwalk, Iowa, and Amanda Don from Indianola, Iowa. As Bittner gets the steal.
As ZZ Top said, we're bad, we're nationwide.
Nationwide.
Yeah, I thought I might get that reaction from you. Allman with it out top over to Horwittle. He'll tiptoe through the tulips, missed it. Hensley says, got your back, partner. And Leisman, climbing high, will get called for the personal.
Was indeed Leisman. That is his first, team third.
And Garrett Walker in there now, along with Carter Hitz. Hensley up at the free throw line. Conley getting ready to enter in just a moment. Free throw number one is good. So 23-22, the Spartans reclaim the advantage. And they ready the second one. On the way, got it. Spartans have shot well from the free throw line. 24-22, they lead. Very close game all the way along here. Fry at the dribble. Bittner, and again, things have changed up a little. They put Bittner on him, and the length has bothered him a little bit, and we have a travel in the corner.
Spartans are perfect at the line. 3:12 remaining here in this third quarter. 24-22 as it is. Man, this game is just flown by.
Yep. It's a good game to do that. Bittner coming toward the near baseline, gets a pick from Hensley, picked up his dribble, then loops that pass. And I'll have you look, Kenny. Spartans have had several turnovers in this third quarter. Walker with it. He'll drive baseline, go up, and blocking foul called. And this could be crucial.
Right here, first foul on Sam Hensley.
Yep, and Garrett Conley he was in that mix. He's got to be careful. He's got the two. And he is a critical part of this for the Spartans, as Walker free throw is no good. A little hard off the back of the iron.
Walker, another former football player that we got to see this year. Really got to show off at the wide receiver position his ability to move around, and he is a very quick player that bodes well on this court.
Missed it, but Ramsey, the rebound foul. Yes, and it counts.
And man, you talk about dumb fouls.
Yep, that was
right
one of those, Bittner, again, one of those make the coaches have acid reflux. 24-24 tie. Fry with the free throw. It is good. 25-24, 1 point lead, Southeastern. They seesaw back into the advantage. 2:40 clock rolling here in this third quarter. Horwittle down to the baseline to Conley. That's Fry matched up on him. Looked in the lane. Nope, to Bittner. Over to Horwittle. Hensley setting a pick on kind of nobody, or forehand nobody. And now Horwittle.
Got to get rid of it. There we go.
Out to Hensley. He'll look to drive. Pull it up. bring it out. And Bittner, 3, no good. Rebound, we've got a rebound foul. That's going to be against Hensley.
That's his second. Team third.
And a long 3 like that, that's not exactly what you want. I mean, technically maybe, yes, it was open, but not necessarily the shot they wanted.
You're looking at a very close game. You need to find that high percentage shots. Fry's going to go around right to Leisman, and Leisman's, it's going to roll out. Rebounded by Bittner.
And he traveled. Didn't put the ball down as he started to go. 25-24. Spartans got to regroup a little bit here.
They just need to slow it down a little bit. They were really good with that slower pace today. And now they're starting to speed it up with some of these turnovers and mistakes. And that's what's going to kill them.
Fry dribbling out top. Bittner guarding him. Coming to the near side to Leisman. He'll wheel into the lane. Fakes. Kick out to Rigg. Rigg 3 on the way. Partially tipped, I believe. I think Horwittle got a little of that. And now it's just time to be a little patient. A little patient, a little disciplined.
1:40 left in this third quarter.
Yeah, you and I both thought Conley was going to pop that one. He falls down with it, and we've got a timeout called.
Coach Stevie Martin was not happy with that one. Conley ran right into Fry. Couldn't do much with that one. Thought it'd be a blocking foul.
And we do need to thank more of the folks making this broadcast possible, including Rosie's Pizza. Offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street, Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April through October, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday for all your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. Hensley Green and rural Bushnell has a long history of taking an active role in Bushnell Prairie City's school district, and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021, and enjoy this athletic campaign. Bittner in the corner now with it for the Spartans. Couple of dribbles and wheels to an open Hensley. 15-footer. Nope, won't go.
Conley's in there, and he's getting all over him. They will not call that. But, man, Carter hits head him right above a perfect over and back call there. They'll let him play. 1:14 remaining.
And if you're not going to call that, you got to call the guy falls to the ground. It's a travel one way, one way or the other. It's something or other.
Ref's definitely letting this one little play out, which, good flow. You don't have a game where there's 10 fouls in the first quarter alone.
We had one of those.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And now a pile up. A 3-car pile
Spartan
up.
ball.
And the same thing with Southeastern. They were getting a little bit too quick there and kind of got ahead of themselves. That pass kind of coming into Leisman, and the Spartans defended it perfectly in there. So 25-24, Southeastern by 1. Minute 1 left to go here in this third quarter. Conley dribbling down, pulls up the free throw line, hands off to Horwittle. He'll dribble, take a step out, come to Conley, who bobbled it a little bit, tiptoed the sideline. Dribbling out there, lobs it underneath, hit the basket with it. West able to get the carom and goes up, and he'll be fouled by Fry.
Kind of looked like he got away with a little travel there when he was trying to corral that ball. Ramsey Fry gets his first, team fourth.
And it's pretty amazing for as much as he handles the ball and much as he's out top to just have that one foul. Free throw by West is good. 25-25, we are tied.
Kaltenbach coming in back in.
He'll replace Walker for the Suns. Ready's the second one. And misses it. The rebound, Leisman down with it. And out to Fry on the run. 25-25 tie, 35 seconds left. Third quarter, Kaltenbach holds it above his head. Fakes as Bittner jumps out. Now the Spartans extending it over to Leisman. Leisman looking for a lane inside, puts the half hook up, no good. And the rebound fault for Hensley out of there with it. with 18 seconds, and Rigg
Stolen
able to pull it away. Fry puts it up and puts it in. And it's 27-25 Southeastern. Horwittle dribbles, nearly had it picked. Conley with it. Good one out there, got 4
Wide open to Sam.
And Hensley able to lay it up and in and good, and we're tied at 27 at the end of 3. We are brewing a fantastic finish here. This is TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Bushnell Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the banker-friendly service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Now, Southeastern may be deciding to let the air out of the basketball, which is a bad thing because that means you'll have to hear more of me for the rest of this quarter. As O'Neal with it, back in there in the game, double teamed by the Spartans, out to Rigg. Horwittle extending the pressure. And now Kaltenbach, nice catch on the sideline. As they bring it over to Rigg. Rigg does Fry. Spartans, I got to give a lot of credit, Kenny. They are staying disciplined defensively, and that is very impressive. When you're playing against like this, it's just frustrating.
This is the best game they have played, the best one. Defensively, they have been on point. They've had a few mistakes on offense, but not enough to really outbalance the greatness that they have done throughout this game. And the Suns are playing just as well.
O'Neal nearly had it taken away, dribbles, gets it out to Fry as they're double teaming on this wing. And I said it is hard as a player to be disciplined, especially as a high school kid. You want to get that ball so badly, but you can't work it out. You can't get out of your defensive discipline. Now to Fry down the lane, he'll go up, and West will pick up the foul.
That's Mackay's second, team fifth.
And there's exactly what I'm talking about. They lull you to sleep, backdoor cut by Fry. You got to maintain defensive discipline, and that's hard. That's hard for kids to pick up. And Fry puts the Suns in the lead, 28-27.
And you could hear the Southeastern coach over there as he hits both of the free throws to make it 29-27. You can hear him pretty much, Brett, just saying, here, 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 perfectly positioning his team for success as Bittner has it.
And now Spartans got it. Oh, and Bittner threw that one away. Leisman roaring ahead of the pack, goes up, and it's blocked from behind. Leisman, bobbled around. Fry gets it to Kaltenbach. He'll drive in. They're trying to get it to Leisman, to Fry in the near corner. Up with it to O'Neal. He'll fake, bounce to Kaltenbach. Step back three off the side of the backboard. And Hensley out of there with it. And a foul by Kaltenbach, and that would be a frustrating one.
Team fifth, his first, as Stone King comes in for Bittner.
29-27 Southeastern, 6:05 mark here of the fourth quarter. And again, Bushnell just got to be very, very patient. And it's hard. As a kid, you want to race 100 miles an hour. There are no 18-point shots, so you just got to really be patient with it. Run your offense, find the things you know how to do. As Hensley wheeling out of there, Conley, Fry after him a little. And now picked up in the corner. Nope. And they're going to have a timeout.
And that was a good timeout by Snyder because it almost rolled out of bounds. He was caught right there. Perfect positioning by the Suns to trap him against that sideline.
And it is, and you can see both teams. I'm really impressed with the defensive intensity. This has been one whale of a game, back and forth between these two. Give them, again, a lot of credit to both of these coaching staffs. Honestly, the first time I've seen either one of them, and come away very impressed here as 29-27. Well, and they're telling us that the Unity Lady Mustangs advancing to the championship of the Beardstown Lady Tiger Tournament. I know Illini West played there sometime today. As Horwittle will bring it in from the sideline. As everybody kind of lined out from him into Conley. Conley pulls up the three and got a huge shot. 30-29, a big three there by Conley. His first points probably since the first quarter, am I right?
Indeed.
And now they work at Kaltenbach, out to Riggs. Southeastern really moving it around here. In the lane, Leisman, he'll fake. Shoot shot, no good off the glass. Rebound tip, and Leisman's going to pick up the personal, I believe.
Let's see. Indeed, that is Leisman's second, team sixth. So Spartans now in the bonus.
I just got to be a little more patient when he turns on that shot. He's got a leaping ability. Unreal. 30-29.
That's what made him the offensive MVP for the Cyclones. As Fry comes up, Conley against him. They'll call the foul.
Yep, and that's one of those. Conley's either you got to do one of two things. As a coach, you tell, if you're going to do that, foul them and don't let them get the two. This compounds the problem. If you don't have a clear block on it, don't go up, hurry back, try to get the charge.
Both teams now in the bonus.
As Fry puts this one on the way, missed the free throw. Hensley the rebound. And Horwittle out of there with it. 31-30, Southeastern leading here. Under 5 minutes we go.
Spartans got lucky there with Fry missing that free throw.
And now Conley working on Kaltenbach. Trying to get a pick from Hensley. And Conley very nearly lost it again. Lobbed that one up, very lucky. And Fry able to, nope, he couldn't save it inbounds. Conley extremely lucky he got that one back.
That is the passes that they need not to make. Those very high percentage of steals as Grant Braun will come in for Conley. First time out there for him.
As Horwittle will bring it into Stone King. Stone King holding back to Horwittle. Matched up on Rigg. Southeastern been locked on man-on-man. Braun on the near sideline. Spins, brings it to Hensley. Hensley will pop the shot, no good. Rebound tipped around. And West had it, he'll lose it out of bounds.
4:28 remaining as it will be Suns ball.
And again, Spartans got to lock on defensive discipline here as Suns running that low 1-4 set. Fry dribbling out top. Wanted to get it to Rigg, gives it to him. Rigg wheels around, Horwittle giving chase, and now tried to jump Leisman, and now picked it away, and Fry able to pick it back. Gives it to O'Neal. O'Neal thinks better of it, and Horwittle, he got it once and went to the cookie jar again.
A little bit too much.
And you got to watch the slappy from behind. You get it once and you do it in front of the official like that, that's what happens.
Team seventh.
O'Neal at the free throw line.
Looks like we had just a little bit of a blip there from the internet. Once again, just kind of dropped off a comeback. That's one of the struggles with the away games. We don't have the Ethernet cable as we normally do, as he'll hit the first one. Kyle O'Neal. That is the first points by somebody not named Ramsey Fry this half.
And isn't that amazing that would mean 14 of their points in this half. As O'Neal, second one on the way, rolls in and good. Walker will check in. He'll give Kaltenbacher. And you got to give Fry and Owen Rigg, Leisman, a lot of credit. They've gone all the way on this. Horwittle has been pretty much all the way, as has Hensley. Stone King with it near side, dribbles baseline, and Yep, bumped and fouled by Rigg.
That is his second, team 7th.
Stone King will step up to the free throw line.
These are big points here if he can hit them. The free throw line is going to be where this game comes to an end.
And we've got a mass timeout here, 3:53 left to go in the ball game. 33-30 lead for Southeastern right here on TSSR Game Timeline presented by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
Austin Stone King going to step up to the free throw line. 33-30 Southeastern, 3:53 left to go in the ball game. And remember, it is the 1-on-1. That one a little hard off the back of the rim. Fry up for it. And they'll bring it across the tongue. And now again, Spartans need to play good defense.
They can't foul.
And kick out to Rigg. Rigg pull up 14-footer, a little hard off the front. And that's going to be Horwittle out of there with it. Horwittle looking to come down to Stone King on the wing. Comes over to Braun. Braun to the baseline. Stone King, quick shot, no good. Rebound. And we've got a push as Leisman had West blocked out.
And Mackay gets his third.
And one of those Spartans maybe got to work it around just a little bit more. Don't want that quick trigger.
Yeah. That's one way to put it.
And then Leisman at the free throw line as the Suns will try to extend the lead. 3 has been about their largest here. Leisman, free throw is on the way, or rolls home. And again, 3 minutes, 25 seconds left. Spartans, got to relax. This is when you cannot roll up a bunch of possessions and a bunch of turnovers right in a row. You got to be patient. Second one's good.
You just got to wait. You can't, start going up and trying to go for the long 3 balls. You can't be going out trying to, pass some fancy thing and get a 24-point shot, because there's no such thing.
Yep.
You got to calm down, find the open man, get inside.
A layup works as well as anything. Horwittle out to Braun. Braun, well, he'll pull up for the 3, grazes the rim, and that's probably not in what they wanted to do.
I think that's the reverse of what they really wanted to do. As Fry's going to lay that one up, he'll be off. It's going to be off Mackay. Oh, and they'll call Sam for a push on Leisman.
Yep, as they were squabbling over the ball there. And I said Leisman's hops are just absolutely amazing.
19 fouls, his third, and this is exactly what the Spartans cannot have. They cannot have these ticky-tack fouls.
And they can't have, the parade to the free throw line, because now the lead is 6. 3 minutes left, and the next one's a double bonus.
6th made free throw by the Suns so far this quarter.
And Hensley pulls it up. He's got to just be patient. They were pressuring him, but just be patient with it. Now Horwittle matched up on Leisman on top. Hensley, nice screen there. Comes in the corner to Stone King. Stone King will be bumped and fouled. And that is Fry.
That is Fry's second.
Kaltenbach will come in, replacing Hitz.
Like I said, for as much as Fry played hard, being the main guy, only guy at the beginning of the 3rd through 4th quarters, only 2 fouls on him shows how much of a presence he has had defensively, being smart with the ball.
Stone King makes the first one, 36-31, 5-point lead now for Southeastern. Conley's going to check in. He'll replace Braun.
Checking in for the Spartans, number 5, Jalen Conley.
And now Stone King will try for number 2. Second one in front of the rim, and then Leisman gathers it up. And now for Southeastern, prepare for deflation because they can be extremely patient here. Stone King trying to force the 5-second call as they give out to Leisman. Leisman driving down, bounces out for Rigg. And
Sam was just not in the right position. Double bonus, 4 fouls for Sam now.
And that's going to put Owen Rigg at the free throw line. Definitely not what you wanted to do there. And Sebastian, didn't get in the right defensive position. As Rigg, free throw is good. Suns extend the lead back out to 6, 37-31. Ready's the second one. On the way, no good. The rebound Hensley down, and he'll be fouled by Leisman. And you know, Coach Brett Ufkus, that is exactly what they didn't want, because that means the Spartans go down the other way with no time coming off the clock. That's the third on Leisman.
9th team foul, so 37-31 with 2:36. Last 1-on-1 for the Spartans team. As Sam gonna try and make these two. Carter Allman gets set to come back in.
Free throw is good. So we'll make it 37-32. West will check out.
Mackay with 3 fouls, Sam with those 4.
Hensley, second one's good as well. Big shots there, closes it to within 4. As they set in, Stone King will take Fry out front.
And as the Suns are going to slow it down, the Spartans kind of need to allow themselves to slow it down as well as that one falls.
Fry flies right in there, 39-33. As Horriddle going back the other way, puts it up. He'll score right back. 2 big buckets there. 39-35, 2 minutes and counting. Fry again, dribbles down, pulls up, shot. It is good. And someone from the Spartans has got to step up and cut off his penetration. 41-35, Horwidow pulling the long 3, it's good. Goodness. 41-38, a 3-point Southeastern lead, cutting it in half there. And 1:50 left to go, wow. As was it the great Bill Raftery says, onions.
Off-balance 3-pointer, leaning to that right side of that shooting hand. Did not think that had a chance of going in, but Horwiddle proving us all wrong as he lands that one. However, the Spartans need to not, go for those type of shots. Work that one time. They just need to slow it down. Now they're with 1 possession in between time this one, slowing it down, not fouling. They cannot foul at all for the rest of these 2 minutes.
Yep, and that's with 1:50 left to go here. 41-38 possession arrow. Looks like it is in favor of the Spartans. So they can get a tie-up, but as you mentioned, you got to make sure it's a clean tie-up. You can't take a chance and reach in because you don't want to put them at the free throw line. Now, if you're the Southeastern, on the other side of that, same thing. Honestly, you do not want to foul. You want to play great defense. If they get a layup, okay. Don't want to foul because you put them in the double bonus. The other thing is you don't want to commit reach-in fouls 70 feet from the basket because no time goes off the clock.
Teach it every single day in practice. You got that basketball slide, hands out like here, nothing inside. Reaching in is probably be the dumbest thing they can do at this juncture.
Inbounds to Fry, and they're clearing everybody out. Bittner's back in there. He is on Fry now. And Southeastern again going in a low 1-4 set. Walker just kind of by himself. They double team. They try to get it in there and stolen away by Conley. Leisman will give him chase. They lob it up and stolen right back by Fry. Bounce into Walker. He'll go up, lay it up, and lay it in. 43-38, minute 20. Horwidow out over to Conley. Conley driving down to the baseline. Steps back and puts it in as Walker looking to bring it in to Fry as we count down to a minute left. 43-40, Suns by 3. Bushnell looking to play a little defense. Bittner kind of jumping at Fry. Now they'll double team. He'll bounce to Rigg. Rigg cross court to Leisman. Leisman out to Fry. Holds as he'll drive down, hand out to Leisman. Leisman Wheeling, bouncing for Walker. Walker goes up. Bittner with a huge play.
And that's one thing that they're going to have to pay attention to. They're trying to double Fry to help penetration, but they can't let Garrett Walker out underneath that basket. Bittner got lucky with that foul, with non-foul on that block right there. Spartans need to shore up that underneath basket play as well.
And that's one of those things, if you're Walker, you hear the steps, you give a good pump fake, and probably would have had a foul or not, an N1, 43-40, 49 seconds left to go. Let's set the situation. Each team, the next foul, both sides in the double bonus. Possession arrow goes toward BPC, but as we mentioned, boy, you better make sure it's a clean tie-up.
Has to be 100% clean because at this close of the game, refs will call everything. You've got to be back, have your balls of your feet ready. You can't be flat-footed, especially when Fry's going to come after them. It will be underneath the basket for the Suns.
And I'm glad you continued. There was a part of that sentence I wasn't sure where you were going with. All of a sudden you said balls of your feet because I was not sure exactly, Kenny.
You've been that far away from sports you can't remember balls of your feet.
Oh, I know.
Knees not locked, knees bent down low, get set.
Hey, do you want to be an assistant coach next year? I like it. That was good. I need that.
You have a lot of fun with that. I'll let you.
O'Neal will trigger it in. Leisman trying to set a screen, get it into Rig. Rig backs it out. And the Suns, if you don't have a wide open layup, you back it out. They try to double team Fry at half court, and the ball
off of Conley.
And Conley's got to be real careful.
He hit hard, man. I don't think he even realized that his butt touched it.
Well, and he also didn't realize when you slap the floor like that, the officials do not like that. Mm-hmm. And that would be the last thing they need. Fry with it over to Rig. Rig back to Fry. 25 seconds left. Back to Rig. Rig will dribble in, and he'll be fouled.
Conley gets his third. 2 shots coming for Rig.
And Rig, you see the Suns aren't even staying up on the free throw line, and this is a good idea.
Yeah, there's no reason really to. That's just wanting to get an over-the-back call or a reach-in call, trying to fight for that rebound.
Yep. And Rig misses the first. He'll get another one. And the thing is, plenty of time left. The Spartans do not need to go for a 3 immediately.
No.
Rig, second one is no good as well as Hensley's down with it. And we've got the Spartans calling a timeout here.
Coach Snyder takes the timeout, gets his game plan set.
I think that's his last one.
I believe it might be as well.
So 43-40. Spartans will bring it in here, and that's the thing. You got to be mindful now. You're out of timeouts. You cannot. The coach cannot bail you out. You have got to get it.
You can't get caught in the baseline. You've got to be up in your head across, always looking for those lanes.
And the thing is here, it doesn't have to be an instant three-pointer. A lot of kids will think, hey, to drive over in the first 5 seconds, chuck up a three-pointer. A layup works here. There's plenty of time. And then I'm sure Coach Snyder's telling them who I want to foul on the inbounds, and that obviously Fry would not be the one I would.
Looking at the stats right now, you don't want to foul Kyle O'Neal. He's hit 2. Fry definitely not want to foul. He's hit everything underneath the sun. Eli Leisman has missed 2. Owen Rig has missed 3, so I'd probably go with Owen over Leisman, as Leisman has been able to hit that shots. Maybe praying that Owen Rig gets into his head a little bit if he does get that foul.
Exactly. So and they will bring it in, I believe, from the baseline. And I was trying to watch whether they'll allow them to move or not. And actually, if you're Coach Snyder, you really want this on the baseline. You don't, and they are going to be, it's a sideline. If I'm a coach, I want the baseline. This means he cannot move, and Southeastern not applying any pressure. Conley will get it in. Rig will match up with Conley. Looking to chase Bittner to the sideline. He'll hold.
Orbital up top.
Over to Conley. Conley holds. Hensley now will spot up the long 3. No good. Rebound tipped and going to go. Hits. Got the rebound. And he stepped on the end line. Okay, 5.2.
Now you're looking at it. Do you go Conley or Horwittle for the shot?
I would say you probably go, whoever you can get first.
Bittner. 3
is up, no good, and the Suns will come away with the win in this one. A hard-fought game for both teams. Take off your hats to each one. My goodness, well played all the way along. 43-40, the Suns will take home the win here. Let's start the post-game show. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MVH.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
For the trophy presentation, Mr. Frank Cash doing the honors here. The Suns continuing the good play, as they definitely put up a good fight, and you got to give the Spartans a lot of credit too. Let's turn it over to our PA announcer.
Invitational Tournament, your Bushnell Prairie City Spartans. And the winners of this year's MVIT, your Southeastern Suns. Congratulations to both teams on an excellent game. And now for those still in attendance, we will list out the all-tournament team. From Rushville Industry, James Corey. From Western, Ethan Dixon. From Briggsville Perry, Tate Kunzman. From Unity, Vincent Maglioschetti. From Bristol Perry City, Sam Hensley. From Bristol Perry City, Dalton Horwittle. From Southeastern, Eli Leisman. And from Southeastern, Ramsey Fry. And your most outstanding tournament player this year, Ramsey Fry. Congratulations to everybody on an excellent tournament. We want to thank everyone for coming out and supporting the Mississippi Valley Invitational Tournament. Again, thank you to our sponsors, Country Financial and Unity Sports Boosters. Everyone, please travel safely on your way home and have a happy new year.
And Kenny, tonight, again, a couple of Spartans making the all-tournament team, a couple of Suns. Pretty balanced all the way along, and it just came down to a few critical possessions here and there. Got to take your hats off to both these teams here this evening. What a great game for a championship game tonight.
It was pretty much exactly what you want in, I wouldn't say a perfect game, but dang near. Yeah. As you look at a game like this when it comes down to 3 points, first thing you're going to say is, oh, the free throw shooting. Free throw shooting was the big thing. Team tied 8 free throw points made in that fourth and third quarter. You know, it really just came down to one little shot, one little mistake, you know, anything big. Both these teams played absolutely great, and you can't take anything away from both of these teams. You know, Bushnell may have gotten the short end of the stick, but, man, that second place is looking a lot like first place if one thing doesn't go their way.
Exactly, and you got to give them a lot of credit here. Great discipline, great, execution, and Southeastern just a little bit better down the stretch, and that's all you can say. And there might be another chance for these two to play. There might not, but you got to. Each team played a good championship tonight here. As I'm stalling while Kenny's figuring up this.
Well, I have to count up Ramsey Fry's a lot,
He had a ton. He was the most outstanding player of the tournament. You definitely see why. And I tell you, when they add Danny Stevens back in, I don't know that I want to be in their regional.
No way. So we'll start with the Spartans' lead scorer, of course, was the all-tournament player, Dalton Horwittle, with 18, followed by Jalen Conley with 10. Also up there with the alternate team, Sam Hensley had 6, 4 of those 3 throws, he was perfect at the line tonight, and that really helped getting the game closer. 3 for Stone King and 3 for Mackay West. For Southeastern, 26 for Ramsey Fry. He was the only Southeastern player to score in that third quarter, in which they took back the lead from the Spartans, had that 8-0 run, all thanks to him. Had 6 from Owen Rigg. Owen Rigg hit some free throws later in the game as well. Really helped the team. Eli Leisman was great down low all game. 2 for Garrett Walker, able to get down low out of the way when Fry went to drive. Kyle O'Neal with 2. Couldn't really play much. Got into foul trouble early, however, was able to help the team. And Kaltenbach for 2 as well. So overall, just a great game between all of these players. And, you know, it all comes down to defense.
It does. And I mentioned defensive discipline. In fact, the people at home probably got sick of hearing me say it, but it's the truth. You had to stay with your defensive discipline, and when that breaks down, you know, bad things happen. And that happened at stretches for both sides. And, you know, that defensive discipline, it's hard for a high school kid. It's difficult because they're so excited, they're so revved up, and that's one of the things you got to lock in with for 32 minutes. And a great game, a great tournament. Glad I came down tonight. It was a lot of fun. Kenny, you and I don't always get to work together, but I had a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun.
You know, I said it a couple times, but this game flew by so quick.
It did.
It completely went through. Fastest game I've probably ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it definitely and that's a well-played championship game when you can get them to go that fast. Well, I'll tell you what, big fella, I'm going to turn it over to you to wrap things up. Thanks, folks, for tuning us in tonight. Thanks for turning us on, and I'll let Kenny take you out here this evening. Thank you so much for all the kind comments. And, hey, you want to see more of this, talk to Dwayne. That's all you got to do.
Well, I'd like to turn this off by saying thank you for Coach Phelps for coming over to talk a little bit, make sure that I didn't have to do the game alone. I was going to conscript somebody in the crowd to do it tonight. I was going to.
That could have been dangerous. I talked about 7-second delay with Miles earlier. That could have been dangerous.
Miles, always thankful. You know, I already had to get you your 2 Mountain Dews, and good Lord, I'm going to have to get you 2 more on the way home, I bet. And thank you for everybody out there who watched. Especially shout out to all the Southeastern fans for being such great people for in the chat talking. We don't actually get a lot of people in the chat every now and then. It's, you know, it's a single game type of deal where sometimes they're great, sometimes not. Any Southeastern game we've had, we definitely have had
fantastic.
A great people watching, especially Betty Fry and Dana Smith, who have been in here all over. It's great to see. Also, thank you for watching, Dwayne, on your drive home.
I hope you weren't driving, because I'm going to kill you if you do. Or
So 43-40 your final here. Looks like Spartans are getting ready for the little bit of the trek home. You know, about an hour 15. I know Miles is. So we'll sign out here. Thank you for watching, and tune in next time for TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. I believe the next game will be January 6th. So a little bit of a break. It will be a home game for the West Prairie Cyclones. Cannot wait to be back there in that gym to announce something. Haven't had one of their games since mid-December.
Same here.
So for everyone here at TSSR Game Time Live, thank you for watching, and good night.